Okay, you are welcome back to Dhamma Talk. So, in our daily life, 45 chaitas, exactly this is 45 chaitas maybe, Mahavipaka chaitas. One of Mahavipaka chaitas served as a Vipassanā, then Bhavanga, and the last day is served as a chutti. We paid as a chutti. So, in present life, we walk with the 45 chaitas. We live with the 45 chaitas. These are dependent on object. Depending on object. The object contact through sense organs. Through sense organs. We see visual object with our eyes. We hear sound with our nose, our ear. We get the smell with our nose. We taste with our tongue. We touch with our bodies. Just we think and mind. So, according to sense organs, external object, internal base, depending on each other, meeting of them, consciousness arises. So 44 chaitas not always arises within us. But Vipassanā chaita, after Vipassanā chaita, the whole life, Bhavanga, currents of Bhavanga, the flow of Bhavanga, process of Bhavanga is remain through the karmic force. Through karmic force and previous object, not present object. Without the present object, the Bhavanga process continued. When new object come into contact, Bhavanga ceased. Then, towards a new object, new present consciousness arises. It is also just their moment, their lifespan. After lifespan, when their lifespan is ceased, if there is no new object come into contact, Bhavanga process continued. If a new object come into contact, towards a new object, new thought processes contact. In this way, these chaitas, only 45 chaitas. In our daily life, only 45 chaitas walking together. So these 45 chaitas, where lined means they did not, as a substance, they never lined. Only potentiality, but only potential state, or only possible state. Like a sound never line anywhere. So mind, this consciousness also never line anywhere. But they have their base. Without a base, they cannot arise. Without a base, without an object, they cannot arise. To explain it, the Buddha has used in many suttas. Internal, external object and a base. So we have eye base, ear base, nose base, tongue base, body base, and heart base. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, bodies, we can find out. Heart base, we cannot locate it. That is better, I think. Not locate. No location. Maybe sometimes brain, sometimes heart, heart base. Because of Mulatika is explained Hariya Vatu, another meaning is given. That is interesting. Athasalini Mulatika on Athasalini. According to it, Hariya Vatu. He gave it the meaning Hariya Vatu. Vatu means base or seed. Hariya means mind, seed of mind or base of mind. Not point out, not something point out. Chakku Vatu, eye, that is the base of mind. Sota Vatu, ear, that is the base of mind. Ghana Vatu, nose, it is the base of mind. Jiva Vatu, tongue, is at the base of mind. Kaya Vatu, body, it is at the base of mind. Hariya Vatu is seat of mind, or base of mind. Hariya is not referring to the heart. Not referring to. Hariya is a Chaita. According to the Mulatika, Venerable Ananda. Mulatika's author is Ananda. This Ananda is another Ananda. Not the Buddha's PA. Buddha's PA is another Ananda. So the next Ananda, this one, is the commentators. Now it is in India, there are a lot of Anandas. They say only Anand, not without da pronunciation. Indians are always, you see, without using the end sound vowel. End sound is never used. They only half sound they use. Ananda, they say Anand. Anand, only Anand. Magadha University, Magadha University, not Magadha. Da, then never they pronounce it da like it. Magadha University. There is an Indian pronunciation. The end is always no vowels, only consonant. Consonants have a sound. Like English, yes, have a sound. Have a sound is they use. So Venerable Ananda, Southern India, he was born in Southern India. He wrote Mulatika, supplementary on Athasalini. According to his view, Hariya Vatu, Venerable Buddha says Hariya Vatu means heart base. Heart base. Hariya means immaterial quality, which lies in the blood, which that remained in heart organ. That is Venerable Buddha's explanation. Venerable Ananda, he gave another meaning. All Hariya Vatu means not heart. Hariya means Chaita. Vatu means base. The base of Chaita or seed of Chaita. So there is also logic is more modern. Because sometimes we use brain, thinking. So appear here sometimes love and hate in the heart. So anywhere, no location. So we can say, therefore, depending on base, consciousness arises. This is also just a base. On the base, the Chaita never lied, never remained, but only potentiality and possibility lie latent. Without present conditions, without external contact, without other conditions, it cannot arise. Therefore, the Buddha said, Vijnanam paticca samuppanam. Consciousness arises depending on condition. What is the conditions of Chaitas? The other lectures I explained, and now I repeat to clarify. Chakkhoncha, pateja, rupeja, upajati, chakku vijnana. Depending on eye and visible object, eye consciousness arises. So the Buddha here given two conditions. Eye is one condition, visible object another condition. These two, depending on these two, eye consciousness had to rise. The other jhatas also we must understand in this way. Not only eye consciousness arises, Sampadechana arises, Santirana arises, Uttavana arises, Javanas arises, depending on eye consciousness. In thought process, they continuously rise. And I do 46 jhatas arises. 46 jhatas means I do, we must account the I do. Panchadvara Vachana. Panchadvara Vachanas and 5 do. Therefore, this Panchadvara Vachanas I do. It's okay. Then, Chakku Vijnana, eye consciousness is an I do. Sampadechana and I do. Santirana and I do. Vattabana and I do. Then Javana. Which Javana? Akusala 12. Akusala 12 are Javana. Rapidly we must understand. Vipakas are most not Javana. Javana means kusala, akusala, kriya are Javana. So out of 2 kriyas also 2 are vachanas and never Javana. So let us count the Javanas. 12 akusala. Okay, 12 akusala. These are Javana. Mahakusala, Javana. 20 now. Within Arahant, does not concern us, Mahakariya. Then Hasitopara. So these 2 we left out. Only for Buddhochana, 12 akusala and Mahakusala. 12 akusala and Mahakusala, 20. These 20s are Javana within us. It's okay. Our daily life, only 20 Javanas working. These are also I do, possible and I do. But in text is mentioned Mahakariya, Hatsitoparas also. They are also altogether 29. Kamavajara Javanas are 29. That is the only possibility, not for common to all. Not common to all. Not according to persons. According to person, according to the ordinary person, only 20. Akusala 12 and Mahakusala 8. Altogether 20. For Arahants, 9. Okay? For Arahants, 9. With the Arahants, 9. Hasitopara and Mahakariya. So different persons are different. We must understand. For Sotavanna, for Sakaragami, for Anagami, for Arahant, different persons. Because of some of Chaitas may be less. For Sotavanna, for example, Sotavanna, within Sotavanna, Detikata, Sampayoga, 4 lower mula Chaitas are impossible. Okay? Detikata, Sampayoga, because of Deti, Sotavanna, when becomes Sotavanna, Deti is totally eradicated. When becomes Sotavanna, Vichikecha is totally eradicated. Therefore, within Sotavanna, 5 lower mula chaita cannot arise. 5 akusala chaita. 5 akusala chaita means 4 lower mula chaita with the dedikatas, with the associations of deity. Vichikecha, Sampayoga or Moha mula. So altogether, 5 akusala chaitas not arises. Only 7 possible 7. Lovas, Detikata, Vipassanā, Loba Mula Chaitanya 4. Sotapanna is also angry, therefore, but not so angry like us. Less. Dislike is also angry sometimes. So, in Sotapanna, Dosa Mula Chaitanya remain, but not so strong like ordinary person. Then Uddhacca Sampayogas remain. Only 7 akusala chaitas within Sotapanna. Within Sagadami Kami, no new akusalas are eradicated. Therefore, we must deal with the Anagami. Within Anagami, all Navamula chaitas impossible. All Dosamula chaitas impossible. So, Anagami has only one akusala chaita. That is Uddhacca Sampayutta Moha. Anagami, within Anagami is only one akusala chaita is more. So, akusala chaita we must reduce one by one. So, when Anagami there is only one Uddhacca Sampayutta chaita. Akusala chaita. Only one akusala chaita. When become Arahant, all akusala chaitas has gone. Now we have how many akusala chaitas we have? 12 akusala chaitas. But different level, different degrees. Some persons are more strong akusala, some persons is not as strong, weak. Degrees, quality is different. Akusalas level and degrees is different. Different level, different degrees. Time also, some people also Loba Mula Chaitas repeatedly arises. Some within some people Loba Mulas arise but very little. That is different, you see. Different. Some people reduce the time. Some people more. But Loba Mula Chaitanya remained. So, for common people, our daily lives, we live with the 45 chaitas. On seeing, so now we are counting, on seeing, Panchara Vachana is 1. Is it okay? Eye consciousness is 2. Sampadechana 2, Sandirana 3. You should remember this number. Vatapana is 1. Chavana, generally speaking, Kamavachara Chavana is 29. Within ordinary person, 20. Then Dhararamana, Mahavipaka Chaita, and Mahavipaka Chaita. 8. So if we saw how many chaitas arises within on seeing. Panchadara Vachana 1, eye consciousness 2, Sampadechana 2, Sandirana 3, Vatavana is 1, Chavana 20, Mahavipaka 8. How many chaitas? Do you get the answer? How many? 20? Let me repeat. Panchadara Vachana 1. Eye consciousness 2. 3 altogether. Okay? Then Sampadechana 2. 5. Sandirana 3. 8. Then Vatavana 1. 9. Chavana 20. 29. Mahavipaka 8. 37. These 37 Chaitas are within common people. 30 Chaitas arises in Indo, I base. We can say in Indo, we can say in Indo. But base is another, in Indo. In Indo. But only Chakra Vijnana comes out from I base. The others are not come out from I base. These Chaitas are in Indo. Do and base is the same, but base is come out. Do is objects come into being. Object and mind contact. Through which object and mind contact. That is do. Indo and base are the same. Okay? Indo and base are the same. Ear do, ear base, tongue do, tongue base, nose do, nose base, body do, body base. This is the same. But aspect is different. So I consciousness is come out from the I base. Only I consciousness. The others cannot come out from I consciousness. But they are from I do. Through the I do they possible. So Panchadara Vajana is through I do. Sampadechana through I do. Santirana through I do. Vatavana through I do. Javanas through I do. Mahavipakanas through I do. Perform the functions, their function. But Chakra Vijnana is I do and I base. The others are not I do and the others are I do but heart base. Hariyavatra. The others are Hariyavatra. Only I consciousness is Chakravatra. We must understand this. So our daily life, only these Chaitas. Mostly for common people, Lobamula Chaitas arises mostly. If they like Lobamula Chaita arises, if they dislike Dosamula arises, they cannot distinguish it as ignorance of the object, they Mohamula arises. Mostly 12 akusala is influence. 12 akusalas influence our mind. But sometimes we have an idea to offer the dharma, to observe sila, to practice meditation, to sympathize the other beings, well-wish the ideas for the benefit of others, well-beings of others. Such ideas appear as Mahakusala Chaita arises within us. Mahakusala Chaita arises. The other times, mostly Akusala Chaitas arise. Akusala Chaitas arise. So, you see, within the dogs, we should consider the life of dogs. What would happen within them? To have a kusala, such an idea is very difficult for them. They are searching for food. There is a lobha. If they compete with the others, fighting each other's dog, they fight for food. Dosa arises. After that, they sleep. Moha arises. So, lobha, dosa, moha, only dogs. How to escape from dog? The life of dogs. Therefore, the Buddha said, Kana Kachapopama Sutta, Sayutta Nikaya. Kana Kachapopama Sutta. Kana means blind. Kachapa means tortoise. Tortoise. Kachapa. Kana Kachapa Upama. Symbols of blind tortoise. So the Buddha gave it a symbol. Completely the symbol is like that. there is ocean, very wide ocean. Everybody knows the ocean. And the ocean, there is, we can say, one yoke. Yoke means one post. One post. Wood post. This post is only one hole. This post is on the ocean, carrying the currents of ocean and hidden by the waves. It is wandering in the ocean, this post. Then the blind tortoise is on this under the bottom of ocean. He is wandering the bottom of ocean. 100 years once 100 years, he is coming to the surface of the water, come up to the surface of water. This post, one hole with the one hole, is moving anywhere. This blind tortoise want to see this wall, want to see the sun. Therefore, he is go up on the surface of the ocean. At that time, his head is immediately entered the hole. Is it possible or not? Impossible. Very, very difficult. Tortoise are also wandering anywhere. They supposed to also wandering anywhere. 100 years, once 100 years, he is come up. At that time, his head is entered the hole. The Buddha says it is impossible. Like that, as a human being, after he was born as a dog or animals, to come human world is very, very difficult. Like that. To gain human life, to obtain human life is very, very difficult. More than that, the Buddha said, it is can we say possible? The blind tortoise can fix in the hole. That is possible. After he become animal to be human being, it is impossible. Very, very difficult. The Buddha given the reason why we must consider the dogs alive. What is a dog doing? Just sleeping, eating, and lower dorsal moha only. Mostly, many times they have only lower dorsal. Searching for food, attack, fighting each other. So lower dorsal sleeping, moha. So they have no time to practice meditation. They have no observe sila, no offer dana. How to obtain Mahakusala Chaita? How to arise Mahakusala Chaita within them? It's very, very difficult to find out the chance. No opportunity. So that is it. The Buddha has explained Kana Kachapopama Sota of Sayudanika. Kana means you see K-A N another. Kana N-A. Kana means blind. Kachapa K-A-C-C-H-A. Kachapa P-O-P-A-M-A. Kana Kachapopama. Kana Kachapa Upama. Upama means simile. Comparison to the blind turtles. That is it. The Buddha has explained in this way. In Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha said, a human being, as a human being, one died as a human being, born as a human being, and one died as a human being, born animal, which is a mode, born animal mode, the Buddha said. The Buddha, from the earth, somehow dust from the earth that the Buddha take and put his name. He said, "Master, you see, there are a few dust on my name. This is dust, and the dust on the earth, which is more, which is much. The Master say cannot be compared." So the Buddha said, very little people who died as a human beings, born as a human beings, like that. Many people have died as a human being, born as animal kingdom and awful state. That is bad. That is also we should consider, you see. How many human beings, according to your knowledge, how many human beings are together in mother's womb? How many human beings? One mother's womb, the same time, like twins. How many can be? I had 6. It's okay? Not more than 6. But how many fish in one mother's womb? How many fish can be possible? How many fish? Fish is okay. How many dogs in mother's womb? How many dogs? Many animals and more and more, you see. The same time, fish is so many, you see. Frog is so many. One mother, son and daughter, so many. So, if we consider in this way, human populations compare with the human population to the animal populations, which will be more. The population in animal kingdom is countless. If we can. But the people are afraid animals will disappear, extinct. Some scientists maybe, they are afraid of extinctions of animals. Some people think human populations increase more and more. The Buddha said, Manusata bhava dhunno. They don't believe this one. Because nowadays the human populations are more increase. But if they compare with the animal populations, which will be more? Animals are more, you see. So therefore, in the head, you know, Avici. Avici, the name of Avici means the beings are so crowded. Between them there is no place, no space. Therefore it is called Avici. The beings are touching together, so crowded. No place. Avici is no place for. Very crowded. Therefore it's called Avici. One translator, I saw Vici, he translated, I think he's reading dictionary. In dictionary, Vici means wave. Avici means no wave. He translated. Not that meaning. Vici means here space. Vici means space. Avici means there is no space of being. That is the meaning. But PTS translation, I think Avicii they translate. There, where there is no wave. Where there is no waves, now here also no wave. Our the classrooms also no wave. So actually Avicii means suffering, there is no space of suffering. Suffering is continuously, the whole place is suffered. Fire plays also anywhere. There is no space where there is no flame, no fire. That is the meaning. There is no being where there is no space for between these beings. So crowded, that is the meaning. Avicii. So okay, now it's more than 10 o'clock. Let me stop in my lecture. So this is question time.